From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
All right, it's going to be another chilly night out there across the Tennessee Valley, but not nearly as cold as what we saw last night and this morning. Here's your hourly forecast, continuing to drop into the 30s and then through the 30s through the overnight hours toward daybreak, and then getting somewhere within a few degrees either side of the freezing mark for your morning lows. You know, this is not a one-number place. We'll be within a few degrees of freezing either side of that, mostly clear skies. And then that sunshine tomorrow allows us to warm well up into the 60s for everyone. Here's your Futurecast breakdown showing us dropping into the 30s, and then toward daybreak, most everyone ranging between either 28, 29 and 34, 35. Now, I know that's a big range, and you may be like, well, why can't you narrow it down? This is not a one-number location. We have differences in elevation that are significant over small areas. Lauderdale and Culver counties here near the Tennessee River, it's mainly flat and low-lying. You get just a little north of that, one county northward, and you have sheltered valleys and hilly terrain, and those differences in elevation and terrain make a big difference with the temperatures. So some location here in southern middle Tennessee, in one of those sheltered valley locations, may get down to 28 tonight, whereas where it's flat and such, it may not be quite as chilly. So you have to account for that. The range is about 28, 29 to 34, 35. The midpoint of that is right around the freezing mark. So not nearly as cold last night and this morning, but we're still going to be within a few degrees of freezing tonight toward daybreak. But we are on the way up with the temperatures as we head through the next several days, honestly through the next 6 to 7 days at minimum across the area. By noon, we're already running into the 60s, and I think we're into the mid-60s tomorrow for daytime highs, and maybe a few folks over North Alabama getting up around 67, 68. I think everybody for Friday is below 70, but the 70s are coming. Weather looking fine, but a little chilly for high school football games on your Friday evening, so just wear a light jacket and you should be fine. Temperatures will drop out of the 50s into the 40s near and after sunset, but not really getting out of the 40s until we get deeper into the overnight. And a few folks late Friday night may stay into the lower 40s for your overnight lows. And then continually warming as we head through the weekend with a southerly wind and mostly sunny skies into the lower 70s. And we have the mid to upper 70s coming as we head into the first half of next week. And then maybe a shower chance coming toward next Thursday. Here's your temperature trend, mid to maybe upper 60s in a few spots for Friday, 70s by the weekend for everybody, I think. Mid to upper 70s for the first half of next week. And Wednesday, a few folks may flirt with 80 degrees or get into the lower 80s, especially over North Alabama. And then a little cooler Thursday, but that's with clouds and maybe a few showers around. No big temperature push coming with that. Time changes this weekend. I know most of us not a fan of that, so I'm just the messenger. Don't come at me. Keep that in mind. Daylight saving time comes to an end 2 a.m. Sunday morning. So that means you're going to need to set your clocks back an hour Saturday night before bed. Also, it's a great time to check and change your batteries in your smoke detectors, your carbon monoxide detectors, and your NOAA weather radios. You need to check and change those batteries twice a year, and it's a great time to do that. Hometown forecast for tonight, mostly clear skies out there within a couple degrees either side of the freezing mark. Like I said, upper 20s to mid 30s. It's going to vary by elevation. More of the same here in northwest Alabama, mostly clear and within a few degrees either side of the freezing mark by daybreak on your Friday morning. Your 7-day forecast starts with the hour-by-hour breakdown for Friday, warming through the morning with that sunshine, getting up into the mid-60s by the afternoon. A few folks may briefly get up into the upper 60s, but I think we're shy of 70. That changes for the weekend. I think everybody's near or over 70 degrees for the weekend. Mid to upper 70s in the next week, and then maybe a few showers toward Thursday of next week as that front to the north gradually settles in here. There's look at your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Lunas here in the Weather Center tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather Forecast.